So now there's a really viable thing you can do about the embers as well. And there are a lot of wildfire defense systems out there, but there's only one chemistry that we're aware of that actually inhibits fire, won't allow stuff to burn. So there are tools coming online that are going to make it easier for people. When people first look at their yard that they grew up in the house, and the little trees they planted when they were kids and so on are suddenly, 70 feet high and 35 feet wide and highly flammable. It's overwhelming to think about going out there and cutting it down or cutting up the limbs, high enough off the ground so fire on the ground won't light them on fire. Things like that. It's just crazy difficult for a lot of people, age or just lack of skills or no money or whatever it is, reason why they can't. And the thing about things like Citratech is they give people an opportunity to survive the fire and start again, next year, try and do something about all the vegetation. So we have tools now that we didn't have before. And so I think it's important for people to look at what are they really trying to do if you really want to live in that kind of environment. And I do. I used Citratech, sprayed all my fences. I've got 550 feet of cedar fences out here, which normally act as a fuse in a fire situation. They catch on fire and then they burn all the way up to the house and burn the house down. And so I sprayed it, so a month or so into the summer after the rains had stopped. And then I had vertical fire lines instead of a problematic fence. So there are things that people can do that taken together make it possible for them to live in these areas. In part because, it's my property and I don't want to live like that. I want to rebuild the house that I'm familiar with and that I love. And so,
Well, I think this is a common thread with all people. And anywhere you choose to live, there are hazards. And you have to choose how much protection you are going to be willing to use to save your property. A good example is places where hurricanes are a problem.